king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I
today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, now a crease here as he's past the 30. They, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
A lot of people thought the Packers might struggle a bit in 2019, but that was not the case. 13 wins, a trip to the NFC Championship game, and they were led by their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, who led their team to a Super Bowl title after the 2010 season, and many thought that was the first of what would be many more. So precise with the football. 26 touchdown passes last year and just 4 interceptions. He knows how to get it downfield and still take care of it as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got him there. It's Tonyan complete.
That's good for a green.
I'm wondering if she's looking for a folk back there.
On 3rd down. The confidence that they had.
I mean, but she walked back there and then walked out.
Some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Well, I mean, that's not my thing, but the few times I've seen it, like if the order's wrong, you got to call the restaurant. Like they're just delivering. And that's a pain in the ass.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of
Yeah.
things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for
Like
him.
my daughter
He
said,
stayed
look,
healthy, was on the field for all
I just
16
deliver this
games,
shit.
got
I
hit
just deliver this shit.
4 times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Oh, wow. Right.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The numbers for Jones last week, 18 carries, 101 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Well, Charles, we take a look here at the draft class for this offense. Overall, what are your thoughts?
Well, you know the fans don't want to hear it, but it always takes 2, 3, 4 years until we know whether a draft class has truly panned out or not. And when you take a quarterback in the 1st round, everybody wants him on the field right away. But the best thing is if you can play the long game with him, give him a chance to get seasoned before he has to play.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
For the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Score, Packers 3, Lions nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they'll bring it out out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions making their way out, led by their 32-year-old quarterback. Hard to believe he's in season number 12 now in a Detroit uniform. Quarterback Matthew Stafford.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career.
Listen, any help you need, I'm willing to give it.
After just 8 games, and to show his value to the team,
damn.
8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll.
He says, "How about an idea?"
They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
Yeah.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 63 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Happy for the Detroit Lions to get DeAndre Swift in the 2nd round. Felt bad for the young man because I thought he was the best running back in the draft, and he lasted until the 2nd round. What's happened for him? Running backs, I hate to use the word devalued, but people aren't going to take them quite as high right now, and he's in that cycle. But I think the Lions have really benefited. This guy can cut, burst, run with power, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. I really like him, and he was my #1 running back.
Pass from Stafford, caught by Amendola. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stafford delivers this to Hockenson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 43-yard line.
Got Smitty.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford over the middle. It's Amendola. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there.
God damn it.
They're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves,
Got to make the
"Man,
tackle,
that's
sir."
aggressive. Let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Damn.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Damn, you gotta make that play, man. God darn it.
On first down at Stafford. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Here's Swift. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Swift. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Lions.
Yeah, you know me. 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 Yeah, you know me.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Stafford. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Jules, you need help?
4th down now after a long...
Hi, Jules. We got ground beef in there too? Or is that your ground beef? Or is that turkey?
It's turkey.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm pretty hungry.
What?
Like hungry, like I gotta eat something.
Listen, Jules, I'm just trying to stay out of your way.
Like I probably should eat something. Oh, I know how to say it. Blood sugar low.
You need me to? I can help. Damn,
Almost there.
those look good.
So 2.
All right.
A 2-yard loss on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard
A
line.
reminder, still some good games coming up here in week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 62 yards.
Well, Gordon, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns. In the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Tackled at the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Vince Williams on the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Stafford. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
first and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Oh, dang.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Oh.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. A pass there over the middle to start things out. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Oh.
We try this. Perform my base still high.
Level now at 10 apiece as the kicks
No
away.
need.
And this carries into the end zone.
No need to.
Just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
And
line.
Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin first and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Jones, the ball
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right.
This is Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
One of the underrated aspects of Devontae Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder. reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Rodgers now on first down. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
36-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch.
We'll call it the drag.
And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
39-yard line.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. And again, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
First down.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Nope. Followed on top.
Then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. With the score. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Daniel Jones throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The veteran, Phillip Rivers, with a couple of touchdown passes there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. To return, here's Agnew. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now that you know you can make them in there.
The Lions take over first and 10. At their own.
The Lions offense
Oh, it's
now
almost
with
half the time.
First here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 27. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
There, his unit low. And then y'all missed tackles. You coming. You coming, dude.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
We come,
After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. But now it's third down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down.
This funny partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was the number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. His throw here's incomplete.
Damn.
Ron Harmon right there on the coverage.
Well, he certainly did a nice job.
All
There's
right.
more potatoes.
All right. Look at this. I'm ready to get busy. Yeah. Thank you.
Improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Forced out to his left.
Damn.
He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Double team.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Lions will take over. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Swift. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Hold him.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
How's your meal? He said,
Here
"Death
comes
in
the
St.
Lions punter
Peter."
now, as he's
He
on
said,
to
"Death
kick it
in
away.
St. Peter."
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard, 8-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team.
What did you just say?
Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is
What you just
his
said.
ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he gets this one just shy.
There you go. Possession, 9/10 of the law, you know, that
16
kind of thing.
yards, a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game.
But they know me now.
Picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Oh, shit.
Now Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
For the DEA.
Tied game against the Lions.
Oh, easy, Jules. Easy, Jules, easy.
This happens all the time. But then the Lions mess up so badly right now.
On
the
first
next
down,
quarter.
it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
5-0. On Trizak.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw Rodgers.
You, that's bullshit. Now that's bullshit right there.
And his guys are going to
That's
take
bullshit.
at the 34-yard line.
That's bullshit.
By the Lions. They'll take over.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw.
That's bullshit.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few
That's
chances,
bullshit.
used to
Total
fitting it into
bullshit
tight
right there.
windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here comes Matthew Stafford.
That is
now to
total
lead his
bullshit
offense
right there.
back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes.
Oh, this is taken in. It's
Oh,
complete.
you know, there it is.
And
Yeah.
they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and
Yeah.
done.
26
A
yards.
good pickup there, 26 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him
bullshit,
grab it,
too.
and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the
triple coverage.
offense. They can see the ball
And
coming
completes it.
oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I
Wow.
think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he
He
got
goes
it
into
there.
triple
So
coverage.
into Packer territory now.
Triple
Here's
coverage, and gets
1st
it.
and 10, right at the 40. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Huh? Okay. Maybe. Probably. Yeah. Did it come in a 3-pack? You got a 16-pack? Oh, yeah.
Behind the chain,
That was it.
2nd and 12. From the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Galladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception
Oh,
for NFC receivers in 2019, over 18 yards per catch.
Oh, man, this is just bullshit here, guys.
Especially
At the highest level.
in the air, and he goes up and gets it.
13 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
I mean, you see the bullshit, right? You see it. I know, I know. You see the bullshit. You see it. You see it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Alexa, stop.
Following the
I thought you looked on the map.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, enjoy.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Bullshit, guys.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Tackling worth shit.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. Just seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Stafford.
Oh, good job.
And this is going to be intercepted.
We'll take the bullshit. Just like they got bullshit. We'll take it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
We'll take the bullshit just like they got the bullshit.
Fourth quarter, you're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball.
I mean, that's exactly the bullshit that they got.
You set up the situation perfectly.
Way to even out the
You've already got
bullshit.
the field goal in the bag. You got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Oh God.
Going to be intercepted.
God damn it.
Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
God damn. Yeah, you ain't beating these guys today, man.
At the 35-yard line.
You ain't beating them today.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth
You beat them
quarter.
today.
It's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth
it's going
quarter.
to be hard for you to beat them today, man.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the interception, here's Stafford.
Oh, yeah, no. We ain't getting no interception on a deflection. Hell no. We ain't getting that.
When you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take the bullshit. We'll take the bullshit. We'll take it. We'll take the bullshit. We'll take it. We'll take the bullshit. Thank you. We'll take the bullshit.
Tie game, fourth quarter.
We'll take it.
That's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by
We'll take the bullshit.
That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football,
We'll
get
take the
it,
bullshit.
and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Now Crosby for the point after.
You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers throw two bullshit interceptions.
As they go up by a total of 17-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Stafford here coming off his pick six. It's caught outright, Amendola. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Come on, guys.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
9-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. This is caught. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
He grabbing his knee, but the shoulder's dislocated.
All those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They got 2 of the 3 they needed.
He's grabbing his knee, but he's got a dislocated shoulder.
They're gonna get a first down out of this.
Tell me how that makes sense.
Because there's been tough going in the interior there, and here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared, brace yourself. Gonna be some contact going on.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Sad you don't trust Aaron Rodgers, boy, because they done made that come up with the 3 bogus interceptions.
They'll run on first down.
Oh, God dang it.
It's Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 46-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Rodgers' throw is taken in by
Hold on,
Jones.
get on the ground because they'll make you fumble.
Brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Brandon, it's okay when they're
They
doing
didn't call the
right now.
timeout
Still
because they already know
middle of the field, but
they're going to freeze you.
sooner or later, they're going to have to stop the clock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Jones. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
these cheats. God damn. You knew that was going to happen. Oh, man. It stopped the fucking clock. These cheats. I mean, god damn. It's going to happen every time. It's going to happen every time, man. Every time. It's going to happen. It's going to happen every time.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Hold the ball.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jones, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Beyond for the field goal, an 18-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Coach Gale out.